Calm down, Professor. Deep breaths. I need details.
It happened all at once. Like a signal. Intense sea activity. Incredibly powerful. Noontide. Richter. They've all turned into monolithians again.
Fuck.
I found out where it started, but I can't get there. I'm at client's camp. Someone's here. Richter. I need your help. Can you hear me? Help!
Looks even worse than I thought.
Lodočka mentioned some kind of signal. What do you think it was?
I bet it was the exact same crab that made poor horse jump us. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Lodočka's gonna have a heart attack when he hears about this.
What the hell is happening on that island?
No idea. Where's Scar when I need him, damn it? He may not be smart, but it's high time he showed up. We need to get the professor out of there, Skiff. There's no way we can sort that shit out without him.
Ever thought it might all be Scar's fault? He and the ward are all busy with their zone turf war, and the rest of us gotta deal with the fallout. Did you know that S.T.A.L.K.E.R tried to stop Dostaň from replicating the Caribbean experiment? Maybe Monolith is back because the wish granter was taken to Circa. S.T.A.L.K.E.R couldn't let it go.
I didn't know about the Caribbean experiment, Skiff. I'm not one of Scar's men, and Spark doesn't report to me. I don't have a clue what they're up to or where they are. But you're right. Scar is capable of anything. The question is, will his shortcut lead us to the zone we want?
Okay, I'll help Lodočka.
Right. Here's the deal. You take care of Wild Island and Lodočka, and I'll go find Scar. Sure hope it's not a monolithian bullet keeping him quiet. Later, okay?
Hey, Wardens! Knock, knock! What's that loud noise, huh? Did you hear that? I think it's the zone. It's hammering nails. In your coffins! What? You don't like it? Well, this is just the beginning. Did you get that guy talking? What's his name? Lodočka? Not yet. But I've got an idea. It works like a charm with folks like him. Do whatever it takes. If we go back empty-handed, he'll throw us to the Chimera, no shit. Copy. I'm on it. Stand by.
You killed him, right? That mercenary? What? Was it? He left to get some water. Said he'd waterboard me until I told him everything.
What did that walk guy want from you?
They were looking for the source of the signal, I guess. But I have no idea who they're working for.
How did you end up here at Quiet's camp?
After the signal, they all packed up and left. Didn't even bother to check my bunker. So I decided to warn everyone off the island. I needed a powerful radio. I knew Quiet had one.
What happened to Noontide?
After you left the island, first, Striders showed up, put together a small team. Dudney, Horse, a few others, and he ordered the rest to defend the island. He said the ward would never forgive him for what he was about to do. But if he didn't, there'd be no more Noontide. So they left. And then there was the signal, and I can't get there for the monolith cries out of my head.
Where did that signal come from?
Somewhere deep inside the shelter. I'm sorry I can't give you an exact location. My equipment didn't last long under that, exposure. Just like the Noontiders. One thing's for sure, a blast that powerful doesn't just happen. There must be a device. Something from the monolith's past, probably. There's a problem, though. The vents at the shelter don't work. Underground rooms are filled with toxic waste gas. This place is already falling apart without horrors.
How did a monolithian device end up in the shelter? Strider always tried to keep that stuff away from Noontide.
I can only think of one person. Faust. You know how much he clung to the past. I couldn't stand those sermons of his.
Horse is dead. I had to shoot him. He was about to kill Richter.
The man who attacked you wasn't Horse. My friend cherished life. Loved his life. Let others live. Choose between serving the monolith and taking a bullet. It would be an obvious choice.
So I gotta fix the ventilation system to reach the source.
That's right. Horse just started working on it. I think he even ordered some parts from Quiet before he left. I've got his notes. You can have them. Core's had everything planned out, so you'll have no trouble figuring it out. One more thing. Right now, you can only get underground from outside the base, to the northeast. After you're done with the vents, head there.
Perimeter! The sphere is under attack! I repeat, we've got contact and need reinforcements! There's a shitload of them! Shitload of what sphere? Stalkers? Noontide! They breached our defenses already! Fuck! Suhin is leading them! Sphere, please repeat! What's the status of your commander? Sphere, do you read? Over!
близько до кімнатної температури, але тепер ми його змішуємо із томатною пастою. Не з кетчупом, не з соусом, а саме з томатною пастою. Оцією добре вивареною, густою, дуже темною томатною пастою. Так буде максимально смачно. Коли ви їх змішаєте разом, то тут є кілька варіантів, як їх їсти. Мій улюблений – це брати шматочок хліба, підсушувати його в тостері для того, щоб у нього з'являлася скоринка, натирати його добряче часничком, а потім намазувати оцим томатним маслом. Далі вже тільки ваша фантазія. На це можна...
It is home now, brothers. The monolith is going to disappear. This time, forget.
Let's try to know what he's doing.
If we all have
We can.
everything will turn just the way it is.
I know it, and I have faith in him.
You should have it too. It's going to disappear. This time, forget.
Let's try to know what he's doing.
If we all have
We can. Try to know what he's doing. We can.
Everything will turn just the way it is.
I know it, and I have faith in it. You should have. We'll be back soon.
Current equipment detected a sea-field disturbance of immense power. Our field teams have already faced highly aggressive behavior from noontiders. If they've returned to their previous monolithian state, we need to brace ourselves for the worst. The absolute worst.
Shoot to kill! Come and get me!
Skiff, come in. What's up with Lodočka?
He's alive. And he help me find the thing that scrambled Noontider's brains.
Good to hear. I've got some news too. I'll shoot you Scar's current coordinates. He knew you wouldn't leave the shelter empty-handed. Whatever you found, he wants you to bring it to him. He says it'll come in handy for his future plans. Keep an eye on him, Skiff. I don't like those insights of his.
Found what you were looking for? Drop your gun and give me the device, now!
Did your men capture Lodočka? Why?
Yeah, he was the only one who knew where to find the monolithian device. Give it to me, or you die.
I don't think so.
Skiff, come in. Did you get lost out there? Haven't heard from you since you left.
Some guys tried to take what I found at Faust's place.
Show me what you got. Maybe we can figure out what caused Noontide to become monolith again. I'm here, in my bunker.
Mute. Come in. 8. Alphabet. Saba. Machine. Are you there? They weren't on the island when the signal hit. Maybe they weren't affected. All right, let's see what you've got.
Do you think Noontide ever stood a chance?
Only the dead have no hope. Horus was right about that. Thanks to you, Skiff, I'm not dead yet. Hope is all I've got left.
You were right. It's some kind of device. Do you know what it is?
An emitter. It was used to control the monolithians. When linked to the X network, it transmits commands on a psi frequency that no monolithian can resist. I've never seen one of these intact before, but I've come across some of the components. I even repurposed a few for extracting energy from the waste here.
Where did those parts come from?
Honestly, smuggling. S.T.A.L.K.E.R didn't approve of that sort of thing, so I had to use some old stalker connections. One of them, a guy named S.T.A.L.K.E.R, managed to get what I needed.
Do you know how many of those emitters are out there? Did Faust mention anything?
Good thinking. After Azimuth, S.T.A.L.K.E.R asked me to listen to the old monolithian network chatter again. I did come across a peculiar message. Faust told his men to reach out to their brother Sukin about the Sphere mission. I assume he was referring to another emitter. But how did he get so many? Then again, if I found the components, nothing stopped him from doing the same. Does that mean I had a hand in this? That Monolith's return is my doing? And Faust's?
What are you gonna do now, Professor? Wild Island isn't safe anymore.
Where would I go? This place is my home. Noontide's home. Only the dead have no hope. That's what whores used to say. He was right. He was right all along.